Well, good evening and welcome to the WFO Racing Network. We are live right here tonight with the Truck Series at Texas Motor Speedway. And I'll tell you what, if you watched last night's race, you're probably in for a good one tonight, too. Those guys did a great job in that Xfinity car here last night. One caution flag. It was a great race, wasn't it, Brazy?
It was. It was a very good race. One caution all night, and we had 31 cars. So I mean, it was quite the league to go that many laps without with only have one caution. So it was a good showing.
Yeah, it was definitely a good showing. We're hoping for, heck, we may even have better tonight because they could one up at Brazy and go caution free.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait. We don't want to get, we shouldn't get too anxious or too cocky in the booth here tonight. Oh, I'm going to have to open my settings back up, though, because I don't like something I'm seeing. And I'm going to try to change it, but I don't know if I can. I used to know how to change what I want to change, but there it is. I found it, Brazy. Balance that between the top.
It's a relearning curve.
It is. It's a relearning curve. Now that I've been setting, I set it up the second time tonight. I knew to go in there first in YouTube and do my thing. Where are we at? We're not. Are we in a driver's meeting or what, Brazy?
They were. They just started coming out to qualify.
Okay, so let's try to find a car then and see if we can. Here we go. We found this driver right here, LZ Daly. And I got a way to show that too, Brazy, but I don't know where it went. Right there. So we're going to watch LZ Daly in the 6 truck. Going to make his qualifying lap right here. Hopefully the stream's looking good for you guys and gals tonight. We are not on the same computer as we were last night. Nope. We are, in fact, going to be able to see all the cars, or we're going to burn it to the ground. And I'm not kidding you, Brazy.
Yeah. Got to give her all or die trying, right?
Yeah. Either go for all or go home. Did you see the comment that was on the YouTube video last night?
I did not.
He left the timestamp, and I went back to it, and all I heard me say was, "Son of a bitch, who did that?" So that's what happened. So LZ Daly's going to lay down a 29.697, put him to P5 on the board. Let's check out that 21 machine right here, Randy Showers. Put it in the chat if the audio's coming through okay. If you guys are hearing all right, just go ahead and throw that in the chat if you don't mind. And it'll test and make sure the chat's actually working. Oh, look at that. Randy Showers sitting 16th with a 29.830, only a couple tenths off of LZ there. All right, we're going to find Brandon Showers in the 23 truck right here. Brandon, you see him running the top side of the racetrack right now. We got a like, but I haven't got no comments on the audio yet. They probably can't even hear us, Brazy.
Oh, they can hear us. I checked it.
So I guess we're coming through loud and clear then.
We are.
Good deal. 34.79. That's going to put this driver 24th on the chart right now. And I don't think he set the world on fire with that lap, Brazy.
No, but sometimes sitting back doesn't hurt you.
He's going to take another lap here, though. So We'll have to see if his second lap's any stronger, and it looks like it might be. Across the line. Yes, he went down to a 29.741. Moved him up 10 spots. Currently sitting 14th. Hello, David. Welcome to the stream tonight, buddy.
So, listening to the stream, it sounds like you could be turned up a little bit and me turned down a little bit.
That's the problem. I'm wide open.
Oh, okay.
I could, well, if I could get to my sound settings in Windows, I could probably try something, but I can't get to them.
Oh.
I don't think I want to be here. Mike Mitchell's qualifying. I don't think I want to be here. I didn't think I wanted to be in there either. That's why I'm in the booth. No, I'm just kidding. I really wanted to be in there, but no, I'm in the booth. I'm not in there. I'm just going to try to talk a little bit louder, Brazy, see if that helps.
All right, and I will try and talk a little softer.
I can turn you down, actually. We'll try that right there, Brazy.
All righty.
That might be coming through with you about the same level as me, which is not loud enough. I don't know why. I got the mic cranked all the way up. It's just not it's not working.
You know, like I said last night, if you don't have issues while you're streaming, did you actually stream?
I don't think so. I don't think.
What up, Mr. McCauley?
Oh, Macaulay's in the chat.
Pulling double duty.
He's pretty consistent with that. He is pretty consistent with it. There's Ivan right there. He's in the chat too. Good luck, everyone. Look at the pole sitter tonight. Let's get that starting grid up real quick. Starting P1 tonight. Look at that, Brazy. The number 60 truck of Nick Hunt. Into his outside in P2, you're going to see the driver of that number 2. Looked like he qualified pretty nice right here in the P2 spot, Mike Mitchell. You want to pick up the next ones, Brazy?
All right, sir. So then next we got Andrew Wagner in that 44, getting starting off in position 3 tonight. His outside is going to be Keaton Tripp in that 26. Then you got Rick Fagone in that number 10. And then next to him is going to be Austin Wagner.
Roy Hyde.
And you got...
I'll pick it up on this one. Roy Hyde starting 7th in the 00. To his outside, Nate is going to be Tommy Haynes driving the 17. Who we got after that, Brazy?
So then we got Richard Holland is going to start in 9th in that 31. John Sanu is going to be next to him in 10th spot. Then you got LZ Daly in that number 6 is going to start 11th. Burt Wilson will be next to him in 70 car truck. And you got Michael McCauley in that 81, going to be starting 13th. Brandon Showers in 14th in that number 23. In the next row, you're going to have Seth Steele in that 66. Next to him is going to be Chuck Sweeting in that 75, starting in 16th tonight. You got Aaron Cummings in that 76, sorry. Starting in 17th. John T. Wimbish is going to be next to him in 18th. You got Jacob Daniels in that 72. Next to him, Randy Showers. And that was your top 20.
We got our top 20 starters in. We're green flag and racing at Texas. Wicked Wednesday. Eighmey Contracted Truck Series here tonight. try to get the audio straightened out. I want to give these guys a few laps to get settled down. I'm going to have to drop the overlays to do it. And we're going to drop the overlays and see if we can fix it, Brazy.
Here we go.
Look at the 44, though, all over the 60 of Nick Hunt. That's a battle for the lead already on lap 2. 44 going to look to the outside. Andrew Wagner, but he's going to lose a little bit of ground right here. Nick able to hold him off, pull about a truck length. Good start to the race, good racing so far. Mike Mitchell, though, started P2. He's faded back here to the 5th spot now, Brazy. I don't think that outside line got going, buddy.
Doesn't look like it, but Andrew Wagner just took over that spot from Nick Hunt. He's now the leader.
Yes, he did. Nick Hunt, though, all over the tailgate. He's bumper humping him. You don't want to let that 44 go, but I'll tell you what, Andrew Wagner, when he's in this truck, Brazy, that cat is fast. Love that bumper cam, though. Looking back on the 60 truck, running a little bit lower line. He looks like he's going to try to get a run on the 44. Here's a battle right here, side by side, 17 and the 2. And I don't know why my paint's in.
You got that 26 of Keaton Tripp sneaking up next to Nick Hunt now, taking him over, getting into second place. Did you forget to turn it on?
I forgot to download it.
Oh.
I didn't forget to turn it on. I forgot to download it. We got to do this. I'm going to do it while we're broadcasting right here. Let the cameras run.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
We're not scared of it. So I'm not a robot. At least I don't think I wish I was a robot, Brazy. We might get a little blackout on the screen for just a second. Because I'm going to download the... Oh, look at that. There's my download folders. There's my great payment.
Maybe it's not done downloading yet.
Maybe you got to queue it to download, period. I forgot to queue it.
Oh, I mean, that helps. It helps. It might not be necessary, but it does help.
Oh, look at that. We'll get it right in the middle of my screen. Oh.
Apparently you do already have it.
Yeah. Which begs my pardon, where the hell is it at?
It's a secret.
That opened up right where I don't want it. We're going to lose our overlays for a second because I'm not going to put up with this crazy. I'm fixing it. We're going to get this stuff working.
Well, in the meantime, I'll run through the order as they currently stand. You got Andrew Wagner in front, followed by Keaton Tripp in second. Nick Hunt is in third place. Austin Wagner is in fourth. Richard Holland is in fifth. Elsie Daly is currently running sixth. John Snew is seventh. Tommy Haynes is eighth. Burt Wilson is running ninth right now, and Roy Hyde is your current 10th place racer.
All right, we tried to crank the mic up. I hope it's louder now, Brazy. I got her cranked up. I ain't kidding you. She's fixed. She's fixed right. I'm sure I'll see it in the chat when I get back over there to it. We got to get the overlays going again, but I'm pretty sure I fixed it, Brazy.
Well, that's good. That's good.
We're going to turn these cars down just a hair. I think that might be a little bit too loud, so let's fix that real quick. We're probably lucky we even got a stream at all tonight.
Cars sound good on the stream.
Well, then we'll leave the cars alone. I think they're just loud in my headset.
That's very possible.
We got it working. We ain't going to mess with it no more, right, Brazy?
Yeah, you just got to turn your headset down. Then you don't have to hear the racing. You don't have to listen to me babble on about stuff.
Right on, right on. Let's get these paints loaded in, though. I'm going to get our overlays running again, too, Brazy.
All right, looks like the paint's loaded in for you there.
Yeah, Trading Paints finally woke up and loaded in, so now we're going to get the overlays woke up and going again, and hell, we got my old ass up and going here. Man, looking off the front, though, I love these cameras off these bumpers like that. Oh, we just blocked the whole screen, but there we are. We're back. We got the overlays back. We're going to take a look at the top 10. Boom, that's on your screen. And let's burn it down now, Brazy.
Perfect.
We got everything straightened out. Hopefully the audio is better. Can you hear us better, DMS? Can you hear me now? Back up front again. Keaton Tripp, 26. We seen him lead a lot of laps last night. And he's back at it again. We're going to take a little closer look at that battle. 26 right there, 44 car. It's nice to see the paint. Some of these guys have some really nice paint jobs, Brazy.
Yeah, that paint job that Andrew Wagner's got there, that's pretty nice looking one there.
I'm taking a look at last night's third place finisher right here. Richard Holland, driver of the 31 truck. Currently sitting inside the top 5. He's got LZ Daly behind him. We watched LZ qualify. He's up there in the 6th position right now, Brazy. But where's the battles at?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find at the moment.
I see one back here a little farther. I can't see who it is, but Roy Hyde, 0070 of Burt Wilson. Looky there, I found a battle. I searched for it, Brazy, and I found it. They're battling inside the top 10 right here. Roy's showing 9th, Burt showing 10th right now. So what a great race inside the top 10. And Roy Hyde's going to take that position. You're going to move Roy to 9th, move Burt to 10th. And that Yeti truck right there, who is that? Who's that 17 truck, Brazy?
That 17 is the truck of Tommy Haynes.
Man, you talk about good-looking paint jobs, 17 and 70. Those trucks are popping under the lights, man.
That's interesting. That one doesn't show for me.
Which one?
Tommy Haynes.
You can't see the Yeti paint?
Nope.
You know why? You need to go into your graphics settings on iRacing. Click Advanced. And it's called Hide Car Numbers. You need to check that box. If you check Hide Car Numbers, it'll hide the iRacing numbers to show the custom numbers. That makes sense?
Yep.
And you'll be able to see these paint jobs, especially Tommy's, because I know that you certainly got to hide numbers to see his. But I'll tell you, if you look at them, though, the way them trucks are shining, they're both painted by the same guy. The driver of that 70 truck, Burt Wilson, painted those, no doubt. I've been driving shiny trucks for three seasons now, Brazy.
Yeah, you've had quite the nice looking truck here lately too. I mean, it's oh, nope, that just lost me everything. So yeah, I mean, the paint jobs on these cars, it's been nice to see them, and they've been some really nice looking jobs.
They definitely have. Looking at John Wimbish back here in the 56 truck, running in the 13th position. I don't know what they're doing to these paints or if it's just the graphics on iRacing, but man, you can really see the light sparkle off of them. It seems like when I broadcast before, Brazy, all of them were dull. I couldn't see them.
They were kind of a matte finish, and now they're kind of a glossy.
And the PC don't seem to be struggling too bad now. Got to run it nice and cool. Not going to burn anything down.
That is always helpful.
Now let's get back to the lead here, because Andrew Wagner is all over the back of the 26 at Keaton Tripp. I mean, all over the back of them. What was the word that I used last night for the back bumper?
You had a couple different terms last night.
I don't know where they went to. I don't have those tonight. Every time somebody gets on the back bumper in a truck, I think he's bumper humping.
That was one of them. What's
right.
going on, Rig Radio? What's going on, DD?
We're going to go ahead and get in on board with the leader. He's got the best seat in the house, Keaton Tripp. Coming down the back straightaway at Texas Motor Speedway in the P1 position. He's showing them how to get it done, and he did that for about the first 50 laps last night. The guy bumper humping him, though, Brazy, that's Andrew Wagner in the 44. We're on board with him now.
He's definitely been keeping it close. He started off in first, and they kind of switched
he bounced
spots.
that apron. Truck's going to push up a little. No, it wasn't pushing up. He was sideways. You seen him? If you see that wheel turning right, Brazy, you know he's loose. He gets off a turn 4 really good here. Going to get a good run on the 26. Look to the bottom. These are teammates here, 1 and 2, too. We'll go back to the third place driver.
We have a yellow flag.
Do we have a caution?
We do.
Well, let's change this up and get out of our in-car, and you give me a car number.
I've got the 16 of Steve Seegers turned around.
Let me find that feller real quick. All right, 16. We're going to go back and take a replay, and we're going to see exactly what happened to that 16 that turned him around. And too bad he was already turned around on that one, so let's try it again, and we broke something. It's broke now, Brazy.
And it looks like he just touched the wall and lost it.
I don't know what is going on with this thing.
Did your camera view default to scenic?
Yeah, it did. I got it to go off of scenic now, and I'm gonna go back and do replays. When I go back and do replays, though, it gets off the truck that I'm trying to replay. And it worked the first time, and then it didn't work after that. And it defaulted back to scenic again.
I'll be right back.
All right, I may or may not have briefly broke the cameras, but we're going to see if they're working now. Looks like they are. We had everything going good till I went to do the replay. The first replay worked. The second replay failed. But it'll be all right. We'll get through the race here tonight. Was the struggle getting it going once again. When a guy isn't prepared for it, he's not prepared. I was racing again. I wasn't broadcasting. Brazy's laughing.
Well, like you say, it's like riding a bike.
Man, except for this time, it's not so easy getting back on here. I see a whole bunch of takers on pit road, though, Brazy.
There is. There was one guy that looked like he stayed out, though.
All right, I'm going to back all the way up until I find that. It's not going to happen, Brazy. We're just going back to live. It's drawing all cars, too, so I'm not sure what's wrong with the replay on this thing.
Well, at least your timing is working tonight.
Yeah, the timing's working right, but it's just not like it's supposed to. It is just not like it's supposed to be, Brazy.
That's all right. It'll get figured out, and we'll keep moving forward.
Yeah, we got the front row there is going to be made up of the guy. Actually, a different Wagner's up there now. That's the brother of Andrew. That's Austin Wagner in the 4. Pace truck's in. And we're back to green flag racing at Texas with the Wicked Wednesday Eighmey Contracting Truck Series. 26 at Keaton Tripp, going to try to leave the rest of those guys in his dust. But the 60, looks like the 60 of Nick Hunt can fire off on the short run. Are we under caution already?
We got another yellow already.
Who brought it this one out?
Might have been Aaron Cummings. I'm not sure yet.
He's showing a lap down. He's missing his back bumper, though, when I clicked on him. He's definitely missing the back bumper, so you might be on to something, Brazy's all I'm going to say. I'm backing up.
It looks like Bert and TJ Lee were tied up in that.
Again, if I try to do the replay, it is not working. It has to be something in iRacing that I don't have right that is just not meshing with this thing. Oh, I just seen it right there. And that dude wrecked hard when he wrecked.
Well, looks like he just kind of lost control in front of Bert, and Bert couldn't check up in time, and
we seen it
then
briefly.
TJ Lee just kind of got caught up in it.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it again. It looked like I think he might have got loose on his own.
Yeah, he did.
That thing looked like it just snapped around on him. Watching the 76 right here. Yeah, it just snapped right around, and Bert didn't have anywhere to go. That's going to collect Bert and bring him around, and just a bad deal all the way around. Literally all the way around, Brazy, all the way through the whole spin. So it was nice to somehow get it to work again, but I don't know how I got it to work. Get my timing and scoring to catch up, which it doesn't do that very quickly. I try to scroll up, and it just drags up, Brazy, like it ain't even moving. 26, Keaton Tripp the leader, 60 truck right there. Nick Hunt back in the second spot, or is he? I think Austin Wagner might be supposed to be there. I don't know. Who's in second, Brazy?
I have Nick Hunt in second.
I thought that him and Austin were still trying to sort that one out. So what's going on in Brazy's world? How's the Twitch doing?
Twitch is doing pretty good. You know, we're gonna take a couple nights off here coming up, but we've got a celebration stream coming up. I can't remember which Sunday it is because it's Twitch anniversary or stream anniversary, and we've reached over 1,000 viewers or followers, so we're gonna celebrate that and do some shenanigan stuff.
I'm back.
So you got Keaton Tripp in first, Nick Hunt in second, Austin Wagner is third, Andrew Wagner is fourth, Richard Holland is fifth, Roy Hyde will be sixth, John Sanu will be seventh, LZ Daly will be restarting in eighth, Chuck Sweeting will be starting off in ninth, and Brandon Showers is going to round off the top 10 on this restart.
We are going to get ready to go green flag, and we're green flagging racing again with the Wicked Wednesday Eighmey Contracted Truck Series here at Texas Motor Speedway tonight. Some of the drivers love this place, Brazy, and some of them love to hate it. See the battle right now, 31. Richard Holland looking beneath the 44. That's going to be a battle for the fourth spot.
There's definitely some bumper humping, as you like to say, between 44 and 60.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you right now, Holland's going to do a 2-for-1 right here. He got the 44 cleared, and he's going after the 60. And look at the 44. He's going to take a peek to the inside now. He's like, why don't I just follow that 31? He looks like he's headed in the right direction. Oh, look at that, a little bumper humping from the 44 to the 31. Brazy. He might have given him a little shot, kind of help him off the corner there.
And he squeezed it.
Oh, he did, and there was no room. I mean, literally no room. That was close. 44 and 31. Well, let's see if Holland crosses him back over. You see John Sanu working the outside back there. He's got the 00. Roy Hyde underneath of him. We've seen that 00 battling to stay in the top 10 the whole race so far, Brazy. And when I say the whole race, we're 38 of 130 laps, buddy. It's like a marathon tonight. And if Bender come in, give us an over-under, we would definitely be over. Had 2 cautions and 38 laps already, so they've started this one out right. How's the admin going for you, Brazy?
It's going good, sir. It's going good.
I'm looking at a battle up here. 26-4, 44, 31. 4-truck battle for the lead. On lap 39, you would think it would be like lap 129 when they're doing this, Brazy. Not lap 39, but 129. I wonder if
Andrew's going to get up behind Keaton and try and push him by.
I think he did. Now he's going to dive underneath of him. He took a look. He wasn't there. he didn't have enough momentum, Brazy. Look at the 4. He's going to get the run down the straightaway. I think the 44 might have found the door open there, and he did. Richard Holland just sitting back there in 4th enjoying the show, isn't he? 26 going to let the 44 go. 4 truck. Now he's going to work to the outside of the 26. This just gets better and better.
Richard's sitting back there trying to figure out which one he wants to get behind to help maybe push forward.
Oh, he absolutely is. You wonder if he's kind of sitting back there, too, and not really wanting to abuse his tires right now. Just kind of save them for later. We're very early in the race. We really are. They wouldn't even have been to the point of a green flag pit stop, I don't believe, Brazy. My timing and scoring still got some stuff grayed out. If I try to move to the back of the field, I just don't want to go there, Brazy. I think we're back there, 97. Yep. He's 6 laps down. I don't know what kind of problems that Travis had unless he started late. But Mike Mitchell's back here too. Where's Mitchell being scored at? 17th.
I'm sorry?
Mike,
you got quiet there.
Mike Mitchell in 17th.
I have Mike Mitchell in 14th.
Well, I guess timing and scoring is not fixed.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I have Mike in 26. Sorry. I was looking at the wrong Mike.
Showing Mike Mitchell in the 2 truck back in 17th, but I know what the problem is. I don't think it's ATVO. I just don't think my computer is fast enough to stay up with it, Brazy.
What's going on, Diana?
Hi, Diana. I think we're using up all my processor running all this stuff, and I just don't. It's not keeping up with timing and scoring. Because when I try to scroll through my timing screen, I can't. How did Holland get to second?
I missed that.
Well, he had it briefly, but he don't have it no more. Andrew Wagner went and recommandeered it. He took it back. There's a 4 truck right there of Austin Wagner. His brother going to follow him through. I'm going to try to do it through the field for you guys and gals, but so your current leader right here, Keaton Tripp, he's led 32 of 48 laps, so he's no stranger to the front of the field. Right behind him, you're going to find that driver, the 44, one of the 2 Wagner brothers in the field. Andrew Wagner, he's led 12 laps here tonight. But that driver in 3rd, he finished 3rd last night, Brazy, and he's back in 3rd here tonight. On lap 49, that's going to be Richard Holland driving a 31 truck. Austin Wagner in 4th spot in the same exact number, the 4 truck. So fourth position goes to the Ford truck, Austin Wagner. Rounding out the top 5 here, that's going to be the 60. The pole sitter tonight, Nick Hunt right there. And I don't know why it's on Austin's. There we go. That's how slow the timing and scoring is. It's that slow. All right, who do we got back there behind him in 6th?
All right, so in 6th place, you got that 00 of Roy Hyde. And then sneaking in behind him, you got Chuck Sweeting in that 75, and that's sitting in the 7th spot right now. You got LZ Daly in the 8th place. John Sanu currently running in 9th, and Brandon Showers is going to round out your top 10.
I'm showing a battle between Sanu and the 6. I don't know which one wants it, but it looks like John Sanu wants that spot.
Looks like John Sanu's going to get that spot.
And he's going to get it, but is Elsie going to cross him over? See Elsie Daly right there. Oh, look how close that was. My Lanta,
I was waiting
Brazen.
for it.
I thought we were going to have caution number 3. I'm going to go behind him, though, the guy that's got a good look at that. We locked ATVO up. You can't make this shit up, Brazy. ATVO just locked the fuck up. The timing screen is no longer responding. I don't think it's my computer now. I'm pretty sure it's their fucking junk software. All right, so we're on Brandon Showers. I'm going to try to go back to 11th on this driver. That's going to be Tommy Haynes. Tommy Haynes driving a 17 truck, started 8th, currently riding 11th, 54 laps in. Right behind him's a teammate in a 56 truck. That's going to be John Wimbish, sitting in the 12th position. Back in 13th, Glenn Jamison, but he's under fire from the 66 of Seth Steele, and this is where the battle's at, Bracy. Seth Steele battling with
Rick
Glenn
Fagone.
Jamison, Rick Fagone, yeah.
Mike McCauley, all right there.
We found a battle, did we?
Yeah, we did.
So you see that Jamison's battling with Steele. That's for the 13th spot. And then behind him, you got Enrique Del Toro. Fagande. That's right, Rick Fagone. And McCauley's going to drop another spot to, it looks like, the 72 of Jacob Daniels. McCauley's going to try to fight back on the outside. But it's not going to do any good as Jacob Daniels takes over the 16th position. That's going to put McCauley back here in 17th. And he's going to come under fire next by the 21 right there, Randy Showers. Showers in the 18th, but now making the 17th position as he drives by the 81. And we'll see if the 81 can cross him over. Nope, looks like he's just going to fall in line, and we're going to go back and find Jordan Indries right here. Currently sitting 18th, driving a 257 truck. And that's the first time I believe I mentioned his name tonight, Brazy. How did I get moved down to the staging room?
I'm not sure.
I don't
I
even
was just
know how
wondering,
that
I'm like,
happened.
You went silent on me. What the heck?
I don't know if someone, I don't think anyone has permission to move me in here. So if you're a fan of the driver of the 3 truck, there he is right there, Mr. Hal Eighmey, sitting in the 18th position right here. He started 21st, so he's up a few spots, Brazy. I'm not in the staging room no more, so we're doing good there. And another Wagner in the field. That's what happens when we only pick the top 20 at the start. That's going to be, I believe, the youngest brother, Noah Wagner. Did you know there was another one, Brazy?
I didn't.
Well, there he
I
is.
knew there was two. I wasn't aware of the third.
He's riding around in that 84 truck right now. Probably brand new on iRacing here, just getting his feet wet. Hey, what can I say, Denise? I'm getting pretty good at it. $34 right here, TJ Lee sitting. Is that Garrett Robinson? Is that Get It Robinson? Are you there, Get It? That's my buddy right there, Brazy. Look at the 3-wide battle back here. Look what we found. The 53 of Ivan Jones just busted the door down, literally. You got, who all do we got back here? That's going to be Jeffrey Haffey in the 08. All over the back of Travis Smith in the 97. You got the 34 TJ Lee. This is all battling back here for, what, 15th, 16th, 17th? Haffey's going to...
24th.
Yeah, you're right, 24th. I don't even know what I'm thinking here. This timing and scoring's messed up. It's you'll be in the 18th and you'll go back and it just don't go back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's Nick Hunt right there. Went all the way back to the 7th position. That's nice. I think the next guy we were looking for, though, is this guy right here, the 51 of Paul Patterson. I'm scoring him in the 26th position, Brazy.
That would be correct.
And then I go to 27th, and I'm going to find that driver, the driver of the number 2 truck. That's going to be Mr. Mike Mitchell. So Mike Mitchell in the 2. And there's Rebs.
What up, Rebs?
And we locked the timing screen up again, Brazy. We made it all the way back to Mike Mitchell, and we broke it.
I think you need a little more power to her. A little more power to the computer. Crank her up.
I know McCauley's not who's behind Mitchell. I think I might have got through the field, though. I think I got through the field, Bracy. It was painful, but I did it. As painful as it was, I made it through the entire field. You are welcome, everybody watching the stream. You are welcome for that one. Holy crap, you would think I was pulling teeth to get that done, Brazy. That was the hardest through the field I've ever done in all the broadcasts all these years. The absolute hardest. Look at who's in P2 right now. 31 truck, Richard Holland.
Yeah, well, the Chuck Sweeting climbing up right behind him there.
What do they say? We're 67 laps in now, so we're about twice as far as we were when we were talking about it earlier. But, man, I'll tell you what, the cream is starting to rise to the top here, Brazy. And I'm going to knock on all the wood I can, even up on top of my head here. But we've been going for a little while, and there's been no little guy throwing a caution flag out there. Just going to put that out. And the other thing I'm going to put out there is when you see a guy struggling to just keep the broadcast going, hit that like button. I've earned it, Brazy. We have earned the like.
You have. Definitely hit that like. If you're not already, make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so that way next time we go live, you know when we do. And share it with your friends. Share it with a neighbor. Share it with a stranger. Let them know we're here.
Somebody back there just shot up to the wall. I think it was the 44 I seen do it. I thought he blew a tire out when I first seen it, Brazy. I'm like, ooh, that dude lost a tire. But he didn't. He still got the truck underneath of him, but maybe it got loose on him. Chuck Sweeting, he got the job done. Got up there to P2. He got around the 31 of Richard Holland. So Chuck looking a little bit solid here on the long run. Just kind of, he did it the Chuck Sweeting way, Brazy. He just silently picked his way up through there. You don't even know he's doing it, and he does it anyway. Just picks his way through there. 75, 31, that's 2 and 3. Keaton Tripp up by 1.4 seconds over Chuck Sweeting right now.
He's got that lead right now. He's out there in the clean air all by himself and loving it.
Yeah, that clean air definitely does it, man. It helps a ton. I was talking to a driver about that earlier today, actually. And he told me that was one of the biggest things last night was the dirty air, Brazy. He said you got back in traffic and you were stuck. Yeah, I got up to P2. Better than what my timing screen's getting up and down to here. It's not good, Brazy. There's the Ford truck, 0-0. 5th and 6th right now on the scoring, and that's providing that my scoring is correct. So they could be anywhere from
that is correct.
5th to 25th, but I don't know. When I'm looking at that score, and whatever number it's showing me is the number I'm rattling off.
You're correct at the moment.
I'm going to go back to 10th. I'm going to find the 6th truck of LZ Daly. We'll see if that's right.
That is also correct.
In the 10th position, I found LZ.
You're on a roll now.
Ricky Fagone. I'm gonna score him in the 12th position right now. Asking for too much?
No, that's where he's at.
All right. And then behind him, you can see that driver at 72, Jacob Daniels. Riding in the 13th spot. I got it, Brazy. I got it.
You do. You're doing good. You're on a roll.
Yeah, and then back here past Paul Patterson. In 19th, things just get, they're not good. Things are not good, Brazy. Everything is grayed out. Everybody's grayed out. Like nobody exists. Nobody's there. I found Bert, though. I found the 70 truck, but if I try to score the 70, I'm going to score him in 22nd, and I don't even know if that's right. 22nd for the 70?
He is in 27th.
Yep. There ain't no way. No, he's not in 27th. Brazy.
Bert?
Yeah, Bert's not 27.
Yeah, he's 4 laps down.
In 27th, I'm showing Noah Wagner at 12 laps down. And 26th is Jordan Andres, and he's 3 laps down.
I've got Jordan at 20 with no laps down.
What is going? You see what's going on here? It's garbage. It is garbage. This is what I have to put up with for a timing screen, Brazy. It's like the biggest piece of trash I've ever seen. Do we got a new leader?
Keaton Tripp is back in front.
Yep, I see that. And the gap's staying about the same, it looks like. It don't look like the gap has changed much here. So the gap staying the same. Keaton Tripp still got the lead, and Chuck Sweeting still back there in the second spot. I'm going to try expanding my timing screen and see if that helps. All right, Brazy, I tried expanding it, so it's all the way at the top. I'm about to drag it over in the middle of the screen so you can see it. And look at all the ones that are grayed out that we know that are in there. And now I'm showing injuries in 22nd. Is that right? No laps down? Or 2 laps down?
He's 25th and 2 laps down.
2 laps down is what I'm showing. And when I clicked on it, it clicked on his truck, but this is my timing screen. This is what I'm looking at. So if you see it on the stream, you know what I'm doing here. I am an idiot. So when I go down there, it'll show me the positions. Like I'm showing Bert 4 laps down back here now.
Yep, he is 4 laps down. He's in 27th.
I got him in 27th now, believe it or not.
We got a lot of drivers coming into pits on this lap around.
I see it. They're headed right down the pit road now. So we caught the 44 on his way to his pit stall here. So let's check out the pit stops. And I guess I'm just going to leave the timing screen up like that. It seems to work better if I expand it, Brazy. I don't know why. I just drug it up that big, and I'll be danged. It's working.
Well, you know what they say. Bigger is better.
Yeah, but all those names grayed out is not good. If they're grayed out, it means that my timing screen's not catching them. So something's not right there. See Chuck Sweeting and Richard Holland going to make their way to pit road. It's the 75 and the 31. After Keaton Tripp give up the lead, this was 1 and 2 on the racetrack. See Chuck going to get to his pit stall. Richard going to get to his. Take those trucks to the attention of the... We got a caution flag.
Oh.
Who did that one?
That would be the 08 of Jeffrey Haffrey. He was cutting down to the inside and got caught up in some vehicles.
All right, so we're taking a look at the 08 truck right here. Jeffrey Haffrey in the 08 truck. And he looks like he's going to get loose right in front of the 00, and Roy Hyde had nowhere to go, man. But Haffey's going to take a lot of damage to the outside wall. And I'm about ready to do the happy dance because my replay worked, Brazy. It worked. We finally got through a replay literally without a hitch. And Ricky was your leader right there. He's going to bring it down pit road, take advantage of the caution. And, man, I'm going to tell you right now, worked out good for the driver, that 10. Hi, Emily. Welcome to the stream here tonight. You got Vern and the Brazen Bull in the booth tonight.
What up, Emily?
As they call you Sir Brazen Bull on Twitch, I believe. That sound right?
That is correct.
Well, get the
But everybody
names
calls
right.
me Brazen or Brazy.
We just shortened it up to Brazy. It's easier. It's easier. It's easier. I'm telling you, it's easier. So 10 truck going to get on and off pit road. That's going to somebody's
That's
going to
going to mess
leading
up
it.
a lot of people.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people going to be on the tail end of the lead lap right here, Brazy. So I'm not sure how many of these leaders had gotten around the 10 truck. I don't know, man. This might be not good for some people, Brazy, is all I'm going to say. They're definitely fast tonight. You're not lying there, Ivan. So I'm scoring Ricky in third right now. Is that right?
Ricky is in first.
He's the leader still, right?
He is the leader.
So Keaton, Tripp, and all them are caught a lap down there on the tail end of the lead lap?
Yes, that is correct.
Wow. We're going to have to let timing and scoring get straightened out because I'm showing Chuck Sweeting as the leader with Richard Holland in second. So I'm pretty sure that timing and scoring hasn't straightened out yet because you can see Holland right in front of the 10 truck. But I see the 26 behind him, so Keaton's on the lead lap.
Oh, my timing updated, and it looks like Chuck is in front, Richard is in second, Ricky Fagone is third, and Keaton is fourth.
Yep. So my timing might not have been broke the whole time, is what you're saying. Great. Grand. Perfect there, Brazy. I'm over here fighting broken timing, and your timing's messed up. 24 up will get the pass. Thank you, Ivan. We appreciate that information right there. So 24 up's going to get the free pass, and he is... Well, good luck finding him on this screen is all I'm going to say. I see TJ Lee in the top 10. That's probably not correct. Now he showed 17th.
Yeah, I've got him at 18th.
All right, so hopefully they get it straightened out right here. Looks like those guys got their wave around, so they're going to come around here. And the good news for them is most of them had just pitted, Brazy, so they're going to be, on pretty good tires here.
Right.
It's better than when you got to take a wave around and you got like 30 laps on your tires and you don't have time to make a pit stop and, oh, my God. Do I have fire? Let me see if I got some. Well, that failed to work. I was going to throw a little fire action in, but it broke. But we're back to green flag racing, so none of that matters anyway, does it, Brazy?
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Look at your leader, Chuck Sweeting. He's going to get a hell of a launch there, man. He's going to leave the 31 of Holland back there to battle with his teammate, the 10 truck of Fagone, but he's going to open up the door for the 26 of Keaton Tripp. And good golly, what is going on this racetrack? 90 laps of 130, your leader Chuck Sweeting, and I'm going to think Chuck's at the point where he just wants to check out and leave them all behind, Brazy. Why not? Might as well just get out of Dodge, right?
Absolutely.
31 of Holland's got the 26, so Keaton Tripp, he wants to say something different about it. Keaton look.
You got the Wagner brothers pushing up on the inside here, trying to make some moves back here behind Ricky.
Yeah, Keaton looked to the inside, and he easily took that second spot from the 31. That's going to put the 26 hunting the leader. He's going to hunt him. And I seen Mike Mitchell slow on the apron. I don't know if he was coming off pit road or what, Brazy.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He was coming off
down
pit
on
road
the
late.
apron, so he may be coming off pit road. Taking a look at him right here. I don't know. The truck don't look like it's up to speed at all. He's going back to pit road. So that might be unexpected or unscheduled right there for the driver of the 2 truck. But he's going to take it back to the attention of the Jegs crew here. I don't see anything physically wrong with the truck. I wonder if he might have got a penalty. He's going to have that first or second pit stall, qualifying second here tonight. I don't see it up on the jack, so I'm not quite sure what's going on with that guy.
Yeah, I'm sure after having that good of a qualifying, it's disappointing to be being where he is. So it looks like is he done for the night?
He might have pulled it into the garage, man. I'm not gonna lie. Now he's still sitting on pit road, so if he's done, he hasn't gotten fully out of it. Maybe there's some damage on it or there's something wrong with the truck. That could happen. We're going to get updated right here. We're going to go to a little bit different camera view for a little bit. You can see this lead battle from the back of the 75 truck. This is a great battle, Brazy. You talk about bumper humping, it was right on the camera, and you can't make it up.
It was, and it's been a battle up here in the front all night long. I mean, Keaton had it for a while and was running away with it, and that caution kind of changed things up a little bit. And now you got these two fighting for first, but they're getting away from everybody else.
Oh, he's going to get a nose to the inside right here. I don't think Chuck's going to be able to hold him off at this point. And there goes the 26, so new leader. New leader, back to the old leader. Keaton Tripp, driver of the 26 truck. Chuck Sweeting right on his tail. Richard Holland never really let those guys go, the driver of the 31. Maybe he was just saving on his tires, letting them go use their shit up. I don't know.
Oh, we've seen him do it in the past. It wouldn't surprise me if that's what he's doing now.
I'd see a couple of Wagner brothers right here, though, trying to make a beeline on those guys. Austin in the 4, Andrew in the 44. And you got Ricky Fagone right there in the 10 truck behind him. He was the benefactor of that caution. He should actually have a couple lap fresher tires than those guys do in front of him. Ricky did really good. He was running real well here in the Xfinity car last night, Brazy.
Yeah, he was. I think he was 5th, if I'm not mistaken.
Man, I'll tell you what, Keaton got around Chuck, but Chuck is not letting him go for nothing. Neither is Richard Holland. We're about ready to have 5 trucks up here, and any one of them could be leading it, Brazy. 30 laps to go right there at the line, and that's going to complete the race tonight. And these guys are starting to show that they want to go to the front now. If it wasn't go time 30 laps ago, it's go time for this 30, Brazy. This is a hard one to balance, though. I'm going to tell you that. I mean, I've been in this position more than a million times, Brazy. It's hard to manage because you want to get up there, but at the same time, you don't want to use your stuff up. You know what I mean? Because when you get down inside 10 to go, if you don't have nothing left, they're going to pounce on you. Even 5 to go. And that's the worst feeling in the world, man, when you're pushing and you get up there to first or second, right? And you're feeling pretty good, but you just use your stuff up getting there. And the next thing you know, you start fading back, and then you're happy if you could just hold on to a top 5. You know what I mean?
I do. We've seen it happen a lot. Guys in the front happen to do really well, and then all of a sudden at the last couple laps, they end up losing it.
Yeah, this tire model's been real bad about it. And you see Chuck is staying right there with the 26, so he's studying. Man, they're about to go 3 wide back behind them.
Yeah, you got
the 44 Ford 10. I told you that Ricky probably he's got a couple lap fresher tires. And that 10 truck might be starting to use those tires now. He's able to hold to the inside of the 4 of Austin Wagner right here. Coming across the start-finish line, and Austin may have pulled in front of him a bit. Yeah, it looks like Austin's going to get back to the bottom. Ricky right there in that Ford 10 truck. He's going to hump his bumper. Look at that. Man, you ever seen a Ford logo that big in your face, Bracy?
I haven't.
That was a pretty good camera shot right there. That's good for 5 or 6 likes in the broadcast, just seeing that big Ford emblem like that. It's like we're going to do it again. If you didn't get it the first time, we're going to do it a second time. What a great camera view right here. You can see just how close those guys are racing. Ricky going to look back to the inside of the Ford truck.
He's just going to blow past him.
It's a battle for the top 5, and you're right. I think the 4, I'll be honest with you, the 4 probably got tired of his bumper getting ridden like that. He rode that thing hard, put it away wet, Brazy, and I ain't even kidding. 26 Keaton Tripp leading it, but he's still got Chuck Sweeting on his bumper. He's got the 31 of Richard Holland. And now, don't look in your mirror, Holland, because you got the 44 of Andrew Wagner. Who's going to win it? Well, 25 laps to go. It's still anybody's guess here. You're a Brandon Showers fan, though. Brandon's got this 23 truck right up here in the top 10. He's trying to hold off LZ Daly right there in that orange machine. That's a good battle. Brazy, do some commentating.
So I'm just kind of hopping around and looking at some other places here. You got, looks like 17 of Tommy Haynes battling up here in 17th spot, trying to catch up with some other guys. Yep. He's got Mike McCulley right behind him, though. They're trying to catch up, too. I'm trying to see who's up in front of them.
Is it Seth Steele? And I see Seth Steele in the 56 of John T. Wimbish up in front of them. And I don't think the 66 and 56 has figured out who wants that spot, Brazy.
No, I don't. I think they're battling up. Then getting up. You got quite the crew right there. There's a bunch of them all bottled up. What's going on, Mama Riddle?
Well, hello, Mama Riddle. So Macaulay told me, I told him, it wasn't looking good for getting this one going tonight. I said it. I don't have none of the stuff on this computer I need. I'm going to have to get all this stuff on, and it was like 8:20, Brazy, literally. So I had all this stuff to do, and you know that when you come in, I was working on it to the last second.
Mm-hmm. Sweating bullets like that guy from Airplane.
I wasn't sweating bullets because you're either going to make it work or you're not. I mean, that's just how it goes. You're either going to make it work or you're not. But the whole time I was thinking, man, I got to get this broadcast up for Mama Riddle. And I did it.
You did. And it's been a good broadcast.
We're going to find their driver right there. They're in the same house as this guy. That's the driver of the 3 truck, Mr. Hal Eighmey. He said, I'm scoring him in 24th. I don't know where Brazy's got him.
I have him in 21st.
21st now. After timing and scoring updated, 21st. Actually, 17th on mine, but I know that's not accurate. Now 16th, so he's going to like my timing and scoring. He just keeps going up.
I think some of these guys are going to want the points off of your system.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, it's putting some of these guys in the back up there and some of the guys in the front back there. I can tell you Chuck Sweeting ain't going to like mine. He's in 20th and Holland's back there in 21st.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're not going to like that timing and scoring.
I don't think they're going to like those points.
I'm showing John Sanu as the leader. This is the most messed up thing I have ever seen in my life when it comes to this timing and scoring. It's beautifully screwed, Brazy. Oh, we got a caution. Son of a bitch, who did that? I'm trying to go back and figure out what happened, Brazy. And I don't see nothing.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything there either.
There's the leader. What was the caution for? 6 car. LZ Daly, driver of the 6. Where is he at on my screen? Oh, God. All right, I found him right there. So it says 6 car. We're gonna see if we can break this. Looks like they might have been up to speed here. So I don't know what happened to the 6.
Oh, that just looks like he got behind the 23, and the 23 just kind of, the back end broke loose.
Yeah, I think I found it right here. He did. Oh, he might have helped the 23 figure it out. Brandon Showers there, driver of the 23, and I'm going to try to get my cameras on that driver. And I'm going to. And then I'm going to try to replay it, but it's not going to do no good, Brazy. Oh, look at that, it worked. So I can't tell if the 23 may have already been loose, Brazy.
Yeah, like I say, from what it looks like LZ got up behind him. He didn't touch him, but it just, that 23 just looks like it broke loose when he got close.
It's almost like it took the air off a spoiler.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, hi, Angel. Welcome to the stream tonight. All right, so I had to scratch my eyes right here. I'm pretty sure Michael McCauley's up in the front. Am I right, Brazy? Is that the 81 truck up there?
That is what I'm showing.
And what universe did that just happen in? I believe he's your leader. I think Michael McCauley is being scored as the race leader, Brazy, right here with 13 laps to go. Maybe a little strategy being played here? What do you think?
I mean, if it is, it's working in his favor.
He just got to keep it up there for about 12 green flag laps. It's one thing putting her up there under caution, but man, you got to keep it up there, Brazy. Pace truck is in. And here we go, Back to green flag racing. 12
nice
laps
jump
to go.
He got too.
Yeah, he did get a nice jump, but Keaton Tripp's going to go after the 4 and take advantage of it. And Keaton can thank McCauley for the jump he got because it helped Keaton out. And look at Chuck Sweeting. He sees Keaton going to the front, and Chuck don't want to waste no time getting back up there to him. And that did not last long at all, and I ain't even lying. I don't know what happened, but what truck am I on? Is that the 17? Yes, it is. 17 of Tommy Haynes. We're going to back it up right here on the replay a couple of times. And, oh, we're going to see it right here. Get my camera changed out. Watching the 17 on the bottom of the track. They started wrecking in front of them. So the 21 was one of them. So we're going to try to figure that out again, and nope, that ain't going to work. All right,
looks like 21 checked up with LZ
Daly. LZ Daly's on the bumper here, so. Oh, 60 and 86 got into each other, and the 21 didn't have nowhere to go. So that's what happened. It was the 60 and 86. So I'm going to go find the 86 now on my camera. And he was sitting right on the inside wall here. So right here, watch the 60. Oh, the 60 got loose. Brazy, that's what happened. You see the 60 truck.
Got loose, bunched up, and then checked up, and then just chaos behind.
Yeah, you can see it right there. I mean, it got loose on the guy. And let me find the right. We're going to try this one more time right here. Right there, you can see it from the in-car. He got loose in the 21 of Randy Showers didn't have anywhere to go. Oh, we locked our timing and scoring up again. That's great. Perfect. At least we're under caution when we did it. We showed the replays, Brazy. That's all that matters. We're going to fight through to the end of this thing. 10 more laps to go here at Texas Motor Speedway with the Wicked Wednesday Eighmey Contract and Truck Series. right here tonight. 130 lap race. We've been 120 laps into this thing. And I waited it out. We fixed our timing and scoring again. So let's change our camera because we don't want to be on board. And let's get up to live timing and scoring, and let's get back to the front of the field. Your race leader is going to be the 26 of Keaton Trippin, his outside in 81. That'll be none other than Macaulay Calkin, Michael Macaulay. Restart third here tonight. Going to be 75 of Chuck Sweeting. And this is under 10 to go. So you can bet the gloves are off now. And these gentlemen are ready to battle it out. They're ready to do some fighting here. No better place to battle it out than Texas Motor Speedway. And that's a fact. The virtual Texas Motor Speedway makes it virtually better. Brazy, I'm just full of shit, ain't I?
I don't know that I'd say you're full of shit.
All right, 26, 81, 75, 4, 31, 44.
I mean, we leave that for Nation.
Yeah, that's a good point. You know what? If you had mentioned
where is he tonight?
Exactly. If you hadn't mentioned his name, I'd forget he even existed. He's abandoned us, literally. He helped do the overlays, and then that was it. I ain't heard from him again. Pace truck's in. Wait for it. We are back to green flag racing here at Texas Motor Speedway. Macaulay did not get going.
No, he did not. He did not have a good start on that one.
He checked that outside lineup, and I thought the Ford truck was going to imprint the number 4 right on the back of Macaulay's tailgate. That would have went a little more severe than a bumper humping. Look at the 75 of Chuck Sweeting. He don't want to let the 26 go. And I don't blame him, and we're going to go down to a battle now. Chuck is all over the back of that 26 car. And Richard Holland sitting in third. And look at Chuck going to look to the outside right here, Brazy. And he's going to get a run. Look at that, down the straightaway. Chuck Sweeting in the 75 going to try to get around that race leader the hard way. But down in 3 and 4, it ain't going to pay off. But look at that. Chuck tried to get him to open the door, but he wouldn't. He slammed it shut. He said, not today, Chuck Sweeting. We got 7 to go. Richard Holland driving up behind him. Now Holland's got company on the outside. That's a 44 Andrew Wagner. Brazy, we got a race now, buddy.
Yes, we do.
6 laps to go. The gloves are off, and these guys are going to battle it out. 26, Keaton Tripp. He's getting haunted by the 75, Chuck Sweeting. Sweeting once again going to look to that outside.
Richard Holland's going to squeeze that inside.
And Richard Holland's going to take advantage of it, but I don't know if he can hold on to it as Chuck's working the high side right here. I think the 75's just trying anything he can to get around this 26 car. He's got to figure out a way around him. If the guy's going to lock the bottom down, you either got to wreck him or try something else, Brazy. Holland, though, is going to pounce and take the spot. And now Richard Holland's going to go after the 26, and he's getting a hell of a push from the 44. And we got a caution.
Yeah, we got another caution.
4 to go. Let's see who's going to own this one.
That was 97.
He was grayed out on my timing and scoring, so I had to find him. Oh, yep, we broke it again. Son of a gun. What just happened? Come on, timing and scoring. Well, we almost got it. It's my timing and scoring. Brazy, that's what's doing it.
What's that?
My timing and scoring is what's causing all the problem.
Oh.
If I go back to the replay, it jumps cameras back to scenic.
Yeah.
Yep, and I can't change the camera. I'm going to close those and try to reopen them. Yeah, it's not. I wonder if I can do it this way. No, he disappears, and it switches the camera. That's what it is. So there's just some of these that I can't get the replay on. Or did I just get it? Oh, no, it looked like it might have started in front of him. There was a checkup, Brazy. Did you see that?
I did not.
Yeah, there was a checkup in front of him. It looked like the 3-car. Who else is there? All right, I see the 60, the 97 right here.
Yeah, you got 323.
Yeah, 3 was working the bottom. The 23 was to his outside. And I don't know if the 3 might have bounced the apron, but I don't think that was the problem. Oh, yeah, they slowed up a little bit, and it looked like the 97 didn't anticipate it. Maybe the 60 checked up a little. Well, Vicky, we would have counted your vote there. You didn't have to erase it. There you go, 257. I got it. I thought that's what she put the first time. If not, that's what I meant it as. I meant it as the 257 if she didn't put it as that. So we're 2x2 up here, and we're going to have a, dare I say, a green-white checker, Bracy.
That is what it's going to be. It's
definitely going to be a green-white checker, and your favorite driver is somewhere on the racetrack. I don't know where, but they're somewhere. I'll throw the top 10 up, though, on your left right there. Keaton Tripp, your leader. Richard Holland, second. Andrew Wagner back in third. Chuck Sweeting, I don't know. Is Sweeting third?
Sweeting is third, yes.
Yep, that's right. Andrew Wagner fourth. Back in fifth, we got Ricky Fagone, Jacob Daniels, sixth. Seventh, we have John Sanu. Eighth, Austin Wagner. Ninth, Noah Wagner. And back in 10th is at number 6 of LZ Daly. So look at Noah Wagner. Look at the Wagner brothers here. And we're back to green flag racing, and it's not going to be for long on a green-white checker. And Chuck is going to try to get back to that bumper. Richard Holland back in third. Rick Fagone in a battle, though. Look at the battle with the 44, Andrew Wagner here. I think Chuck caught him.
It looked like Keaton got a little loose there or something.
I don't know. Chuck's bumper humping. That's all I know. Chuck looking to the outside, though. He gets up to him, and he just puts it on the outside. White flag is out. Look at the run the 75 has. One thing I can tell you about Chuck Sweeting is he's going to race him clean, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Chuck sitting in second. Keaton Tripp going to try to hold on to it through 3 and 4. Chuck's going to try to get to the bottom. Not going to be there. Now he's going to go to the top side. Keaton's going to win it. Chuck Sweeting second. Richard Holland third. And what a finish. I think he had him if he wanted to move him. Brazy.
I think he got just a touch loose there, and I think that's what kind of cost it. I think he had a good run prior to that. He had a little bit of a breakage where on that last curve that I think that's what cost him almost put him to third, I think.
Yeah, we're going to go back and take another look at it. What a really good finish. Yeah, he hit the apron a little bit when he was trying to look to see if there was going to be an opening to jump under the 26 on the corner exit. That's what it was. And that's going to conclude the events here this evening. What a race. We got interviews to do, so don't go away. We got interviews with these drivers here, with 3 of them anyway. And Richard Holland did us a favor 2 nights in a row, Brazy. 3rd. And I think Keaton's already down here in the room. I think Keaton's waiting on us. I don't know.
So is Chuck.
Yeah,
they're eager.
They're
ready. Eager to get up here tonight.
Well, I'm eager to get them up here because I stayed up too late last night. So let's do that. Keaton Tripp, how's it going, buddy? We got you up here in the broadcast booth with Vernon Brazy, and man, I'll tell you what, you had to fend off some pressure from that from a couple of those trucks behind you. Tell us about that last restart.
Yeah, I knew as long as I could hold that inside and not let them get under me, I was going to be good. So tried my best to dodge their air or their draft on the straights and seemed to hold them off pretty good. So worked out.
It looked like it worked out for you. Were you happy to see that last caution, or could you have done without it? Tell us about that.
You don't know, honestly. To be, I was just not happy when the caution came out with 15 to go because I thought I was going to start pulling away and had it locked up. Because once these trucks get fresh tires, it's equal ball game for a 10-lap run. And I knew it was going to be hard for me to hold everyone off there, but we got her done. So,
well, you definitely did that, Keaton. Looked like your teammates were having a good night tonight too, and you guys were able to do a lot of battling earlier in the race, and you were able to battle the teammates a lot earlier in the race. Tell me about that.
Yeah, we were battling hard there to just get that control up there in the clean air, and yeah, we were racing our dicks off up there. It was pretty fun. It was a fun race tonight, that's for sure. And yeah, I just want to thank them for racing clean, and we all raced clean tonight up front. So
yeah, you did, especially there at the end. I was telling Brazy that there's so many opportunities for a guy to throw a nose in somewhere where it didn't belong or anything, but you guys kept it clean all the way to the checkered flag.
Yeah, Chuck probably could have gotten me there at the last turn. He kind of looked like he wanted to try a crossover, but I was not going to give up that inside. So that could have been a wreck there, but he kept it clean, and we both finished 1-2, so it worked out.
Well, Keaton, you got anyone you want to thank while we got you up here in the booth, buddy?
I want to thank you guys. I like seeing you in the booth here right now. It's pretty fun. Brings back memories from 4 years ago, getting interviewed from you, and my teammates, parents and friends watching at home, and yeah, just thank you guys for putting these on every week. It's a blast. My teammates are destroying my truck right now.
Well, congratulations on the win, Keaton. Go down there and celebrate it with them and enjoy it, buddy.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
All right, that was Keaton Tripp. Who do we got next? Chuck Sweeting?
All right. Next, Chuck Sweeting.
All right, I'm going to give you this one, Brazy.
All right, Chuck Sweeting, you got a copy.
Hey, man, how's it going?
It's going good, but hey, not as good as you're doing in second place here.
It looks like it's my week to finish second, but hey, I'll take it. It's not too bad.
Well, why don't you take us through those last probably 10 laps, because you guys were battling. You guys kind of switching around between 1, 2, and 5. I think we had Mike McCulley up there leading a couple laps, and it all kind of switched back around, and then you guys got in front and switched back around again, and
yeah. Well, on fresh tires, we're all pretty equal. So you're playing the drafting game, and you could get quite a big run on somebody. So they kind of really had to block you to keep you from getting to the inside because the track's pretty bottom dominant, unfortunately, like most iRacing tracks. But it was a lot of fun. We kept it clean. I don't think I had any contact the whole race, and good job to Keaton. He did what he had to do to win, and he was clean about it, and he never put a wheel wrong. That late caution with like 15 to go, he was already starting to pull away from me, so it was his to it was in the bag for him until that, and then he was able to hang on. So I'm glad he got that. And yeah, it was fun racing there with Richard at the end. It's like old times, like we've been doing for a couple of years now. So a lot of fun.
Now, and you guys had that. A lot of guys were going in for green lap caution or green lap pits, and then the caution came out. Did that affect you in any way on that?
Well, Richard and I were both on pit road when that happened, and I didn't know if we were going to be a lap down, have to take the wave around or what, and it ended up being me leading, so it worked out perfect, I guess. But yeah, it was kind of an odd time for it to happen.
Well, it was a great race. You got second place. Is there anybody you would like to thank for tonight's P2?
Just thanks to Michael and Vern and everybody for all the hard work they do every week, and just appreciate all the good racing. I mean, another great race tonight from Texas, and we'll just keep doing it all season long. Such a great league, and really appreciate running in it. It's always fun when you find a good group of guys and you can stick with it season after season like this. So, yeah, appreciate all of them.
It makes for a good
like
show.
I say, it's
Yeah,
it's not the P1, but the points are right there, and at the end of the season, the points can be what matters. So,
yeah, I had eye surgery last week, and I shouldn't have even run there at Rockingham, and I think I about took Michael out toward the end, and I finally decided to park it. If it hadn't been for that DNF, I might be a little bit better off in points, but we'll come back this week with a good finish, so we'll just try to be consistent the rest of the year. This league has gotten very, very competitive, so it's a lot of fun, and it's really difficult at times, so it makes it a lot of fun. So,
well, all right. Well, congratulations on a great race and second place, and you have yourself a good night, sir.
You too, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yep. Congrats, Chuck.
Thanks, Mark.
That's Chuck Sweeting right there, second place. Brazy, good run for that feller tonight.
Yes, it was. And that's going to leave us with this guy right here. Mr. Richard Holland.
Hey, how's it going?
You got double trouble in the booth. Man, and I'm looking at the votes again, but you're in the booth because you earned it with a top 3 tonight, Richard. But what is going on with Eighmey Nation just pulling the 31 up here again?
I tell you, they're pretty awesome, man. They're like I said last night. They're an unbelievable support system. I'll tell you that. No, they're great. They really are. It's they're second to none. I'm telling you, as far as support and showing up, watching the races, rooting for you, supporting you. Just being a voice and just in the background, they're there watching, and it's really unbelievable. We appreciate it so much, guys. Eighmey Nation, hell yeah, keep them coming.
Yeah, that's right. Tell us about your racing, though. Did you have anything for those first 2 guys?
I didn't have anything for Keaton. I don't know what the hell he was doing. We were driving the hell out of it that second run restart there, and Keaton was still able to drive away. I don't know. He was really good on the short run, really good on the long run. He just couldn't. But he's always been good here. Like, I don't know what he does here, but I've raced him several times here at this new Texas track, and he's always gotten the best of me. I know that. He's always had that something extra that he can just keep it out front and keep it flat-footed, and he drives it. I mean, I was burning the right rear off it tonight if I was in it too much, but he was in the gas and he was able to hang on to it. I don't know how he was doing it, but I didn't have anything for him. And Chuck was really fast right there at the end. I think he saved his stuff all night and kind of slowly did his Chuck thing, worked his way up there, and then he was driving the hell out of it. But I don't know. I mean, it's so few laps, and everybody's driving it so hard. And this truck, you really were, for several laps, you were really able to drive the hell out of it. I mean, you could drive it really hard, and as you know, when you can drive it that hard, it's really hard to pass.
It's anybody's race at that point.
Yeah. So I don't know. I would say no, because I at one point I kind of tried to save my stuff, thinking maybe Keaton would burn his up, and he didn't. So no, I didn't. I'm happy to finish third, especially with those last couple restarts. I didn't know what was going to happen there. I knew people had tires, and the aggression comes out when you restart with less than 10 to go a couple times.
You're absolutely right, and that's what ends up with green white checkers.
Yep. So we're happy to finish third again tonight. We'll take 2 third-place finishes, and we'll be happy with it.
Well, I'm happy that you're happy with that, Richard. But I mean, you have to be just as excited though about the driver of the day back to back.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, I mean, Eighmey Nation is an unbelievable support system. I mean, they come out and I've never had anything like that. When racing for Hal's team, and them guys being there every single week and showing up, and they, like I said, they watch the races, they comment, they're in it. They're unbelievable how much they support us and how much they show up, and words can't really describe how much we appreciate it.
Well, it helps us a ton because it gets our watch hours up on YouTube. So I appreciate the heck out of it too. I ain't gonna lie,
man,
Richard.
I'll tell you,
it's a win-win all the way around. It really is.
That's right. Yeah, no, they're amazing. They really are. Like I just said, your words don't describe it. They're pretty awesome support.
Well, that's awesome, man. You have anyone besides the Eighmey Nation you want to thank tonight?
Yeah, just them. Want to thank you guys, and for doing the broadcast. Gives us something to watch, and we love it. You guys do an awesome job. I watched the race from last night, and you were a little rusty, Vern, but you did a hell of a job. I don't care what you say. So, no, I just, you guys putting on the show, everything. It's just, giving us a place to race. This has become so competitive. I mean, it's one of the top 3 most competitive leagues I think I've run in a long time. So,
it has definitely gotten that way.
It's crazy.
Gone that
it
way.
really is.
But it makes for awesome racing, and it makes it a lot more fun, I think.
It's been really, really good racing. You got that right. Yeah, it's been fun. But yeah, just I want to thank the drivers. I mean, again, just kind of talking about that, with the drivers and everything. Without them showing up and putting on the performance and being, as good a drivers and as consistent and everything as everybody is, it wouldn't be as fun. So, got to thank my teammates, Hal, Ricky. I don't know. I'm pretty happy to get out of here with a 3rd place finish again. So what do we have next week? Oh, actually, we have a week off, but then we have to race Vegas in the truck, right?
I get a break. But
Yes.
we're racing Vegas in the truck. That's exactly
Yeah,
right.
Wednesday. That's right.
I don't
Yep.
get a break. Damn it.
You get one night off.
Yeah, I get Tuesday night off, I guess. Or is that when we're racing them, or are we doing it Wednesday night?
I think he said it was Wednesday.
All right. I'll have to check with him and see. I don't know. Richard Holland, congratulations. So 2 nights in a row, a top 3 at Texas. Nothing to not celebrate, man. It's a good weekend.
Yep, we'll take it.
Good
Good
week.
points weekend. Good points week.
That's right. Good points weekend. I got to do the points, so I think it's about time for hit the like button. I worked hard in here tonight. Brazy had to help me.
Absolutely.
He was moral
You deserve
support
that.
with that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
He was
I
moral
watched
support. Every time I hit the timing screen and it wouldn't go back to a car past 10th, and then I would say, well, he's riding in 17th, and Brazy's like, no, he's in 21st.
Yeah. Well, without Nation here, you got to have someone keeping you straight, Vern.
I guess Brazy, that he has to know that's a full-time job, and it's probably why Nation's not here no more, to be honest with you. But
I can tell you right now, it doesn't pay good. It
no,
doesn't pay well at all.
The pay's not good. There's no benefits whatsoever. So
None.
if you
None.
go insane, it's all on you. Andy Starcher, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you in the stream here. If you're still there, I know you put that a while ago, but we had interviews going on, so can't say a word.
And I can confirm that the truck is April 16th.
Oh, he's still there. He says I'm good. That's good to hear, buddy. April.
So Vegas will
What'd
be
you
next
say?
week, Wednesday.
It's next Wednesday.
Vegas is next Wednesday.
Yeah, I clicked the calendar, but that ain't opening either. I don't even want to pretend where it opened up at it if it did. I'm not even going to look for it, Brazy. You know the problem, Richard?
What's that?
All right, so the issue is since I broadcast before to now, iRacing has forced the UI on all of us, right? So we can't use the web interface at all no more.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
They have literally, I don't know if you've noticed your CPU usage on your computer go way up lately.
I have, yeah.
Thank iRacing for that.
Oh, nice.
So I don't know if they're stacking updates and they're not optimizing it well or what is happening, but iRacing is just eating up our CPUs now.
So that makes it difficult for broadcasting and things like that,
does.
I would imagine.
Yes, because when you got overlays running on top of it, timing screens, and then you've got OBS to record it and send it to YouTube, you have to have, I probably need about 20 cores right now on my processor.
Ugh.
So I think that's what's going on. I mean, that's my thought behind it, but I believe a lot of it has if you think back before they forced the UI on us, we could literally run it on a quad core.
Yeah.
And probably a fast enough dual core.
That's crazy.
So iRacing's really stepped it up, but if you look at the graphics, in them sunsets,
oh my God,
that could have a lot to do with it, Richard.
Yeah.
Holland. That's probably why it looks the way it does.
I was glad to see that sun go down tonight. I know that.
But that's my take on it. I mean, that's just my take on it all. I think that's probably what I'm fighting more than anything. But gosh, you got to love the eye candy. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And then
that's what draws them in. That's what you like to see, when you're watching it, for sure.
When DMS took over originally, my broadcast rig was on its way out.
Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
And sadly, it's been long gone since then.
Yeah.
So last night I tried it on a different computer that I used for work, and that failed. Tonight I tried it on my old iRacing rig, and it's not even close. It's not going to do it either. So I'm going to try to put something together before we get back to our broadcast next week, but we'll see.
That's crazy.
We'll see what happens. But that's going to do it for the broadcast. I want to thank all of you. Andy Starcher, I appreciate it, and he's telling me to knock some dust off the wallet, and he might be right. Yeah, I probably need me one of them 9950 X3Ds. Actually, do you know what I use for these are workstation processors.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you can pile more cores on them.
I gotcha.
This takes cores. It literally does. It just takes CPU cores. So I don't know. We'll see what'll happen. But I want to thank everybody for tuning into the broadcast tonight. Make sure that you hit that like button. I'm telling you, and you can put a comment because I seen a comment from last night, and I laughed my ass off today when I seen it. He said go back to I think it was like 5018. On the broadcast, and it was son of a bitch who did that. So with that's going to do it for the broadcast. I got points and stuff to do. We'll catch you next Wednesday night. And where are we racing at? Las Vegas?
Vegas.
Racing at Vegas next Wednesday night. So we'll catch you then. Thank you. Have a good night.
Later on, everybody.